Good morning, evening, and afternoon, and welcome to part 31 of 9, episode 3,はるいろはるこいはるのかぜ. So last time we were had a little get together, guess outing with Haruka. I can't remember what initiated it, what started the whole in quotation state, I guess you call it. Right, I think I recall they were finishing with school and they all were going to go their separate ways. But Haruka wanted to spend more time with Kakeru as well as... Well, they were going to go separate ways, but Haruka, yeah, I'm just repeating myself now. Haruka, yeah, stopped him. Well, Kakeru realized his mistake and stopped himself from going. Anyway, so she wanted to go to trying to recall the arcade's name again. It's something too. Anyway, so they went to the arcade and she wanted to take Purikura. So I must mispronounce. And that's the little photos they take in the machines. So she wanted to do that with Kakeru, which obviously shows their connection going closer and closer. With them being quite embarrassed and stiff, they were having trouble taking the photos, but they cherished them nonetheless. And then, as they were getting ready to go and enjoy themselves somewhere else, they were interrupted by Komato, the kid or boy guy who bullied Haruka when they were young, middle school. Anyway, so they were interrupted by him, and things were not going so well. Trying to figure out how I'm going to word this, the order of the events that happened. So there was a bit of a back and forth between them, Kakeru trying to just get away from them, Komato's trying to say random things, trying to get them to stay. And once Komato realized about the Purikura pictures, he was making fun of them, ended up taking them, and then crumpling them in the end. Which really... Well, firstly, when he took them, Haruka was really upset with it and got angry at him for the first time. And then as soon as he crumpled them, Kakeru then got angry at him as well. And then started using his power on him, which I was surprised by that as well. It showed that the way they are trying to protect each other as well is a lot stronger. But I'm more worried about Kakeru, because the way he behaved and the way he's using his power as well makes me think that he might be going berserk, but he just might be a bit hot-tempered then. Yeah, so once they were able to get an apology out of him, get him to run away, Haruka was obviously a bit upset with everything, so yeah, it was a bit of a fast-forwarded I can't remember the word, like remembering or what happened. But anyway, here we are now. So I'm expecting a little bit more one-on-one with them. There's perhaps a chance of an interruption by somebody, either Takamine, Yoichi, Sophie, I don't know. I'm not too sure how else this will move on, but we'll have to wait and see. Perhaps this particular thing was her way of obviously getting closer again to confess again, is what she wanted to do. But obviously with the whole Komoto thing, it's really ruined it. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. I couldn't just let her go home after all that. So instead, we come to the park a short distance from the train station. I have Senpai sit on the bench while I put down our things.
飲み物買ってきます。ちょっと待っててもらっていいですか？
あ、はい。
お茶でいいですか？
なんでも。
了解です。
You can hear in both the words and they used and their tone, it's really soft and downhearted. I'm a bit worried about leaving Senpai alone, but I have a little something to take care of her. So I head off to the vending machine. I have a little something to take care of. Alright, I remembered he did send a ghost out as well, which was another thing that was not really like him. To send ghosts out, which I think is to take care of those guys. So it's a bit worrying when that happens. Taking out my wallet, I put some change in the slot. I feel a presence behind me. As I press a button on the vending machine and move to retrieve the tea I bought, I speak to her.
どうだった？
話つけてきたぜ。つっても連れの方とだけどな。本人は全く喋んなかったが、ま、大丈夫だろ。
本当か？
ああ、もう来ねえってよ。あのアホが来ようとしても止めるとさ。
何がしたかったんだ、あいつは。
連れの話だが、しょうもねえぜ。身内に彼女持ちが増えて焦ってんじゃねえか、だってよ。その話してた時目が泳いでたから、ガチだろうな。
Right, okay. Because of like, he sees Haruka, who he probably didn't feel too well with. I don't know. All of a sudden hanging with a guy as well that kind of probably pushed him over the edge.
はあ？もしかして先輩に会うためにこの辺うろついてたのか？7
ラウンド2とかやたらと行きたがってた理由が分かったって連れが呆れてたぜ。
Might have misread this. Okay, so I think it's more just he realized that he could probably get together with Haruka, although it's a bit unrealistic. Or he just wanted to take it out on Haruka. It's hard to read with these words, with this English. I didn't pay too much attention with the Japanese, so... Anyway.
あれだろ、ガキの頃から気になってて、意地悪して気を引こうとしてたとかよ。
I thought of that as well. It's the classic bullying a person you like type thing. But the way he was going at it, and obviously at this age, you would think that, because normally when they're younger, I can understand that. They're not thinking about it properly. But now with that thing at round 2, it just didn't seem like that was the case then because of how he was. But, okay.
今回も同じ手口で口説こうとしたが、反撃食らって玉砕ってわけだ。
ああ、ほくさ。
だな、アホだ。昔自分をいじめていたやつになびくはずねえのにな。笑えるぜ。
で、そのアホは？
この世の終わりって顔してたぜ。報復は、ま、ねえだろ。そんな度胸ねえよ、あいつ。まだなんかあんのか？心配事。
アーティファクトの力を使っちまった。魔眼まで使いそうになった。
Accidentally used his power, and he was about to use the power. He's starting to lose it slightly. He's got to be careful.
また使いそうになったら俺を呼べよ。代わりにボコってやる。
当事者の先輩が耐えたんだ。 俺が暴力に訴えるのはな。
いいさ。あんまり一人で待たせんなよ。
ああ、ありがとな。
自分の分身に礼なんて言うなよ。じゃあな。
Ghost disappears. After buying another tea, I return to Senpai.
すみません。お待たせしました。
ありがとうございます。
Handing her one of the bottles of tea, I sit down next to her. Senpai stares at the label on the plastic bottle in a daze. Then, with some difficulty, takes off the cap and raises it to her lips. After wetting her throat, she lets out a short sigh.
大丈夫ですか？
はい。大丈夫です。すみません。ずっと黙っていて、落ち込んでいるわけじゃないんです。ただ、自分のしたことにびっくりしてて、まだ少しドキドキしてます。
かっこよかったです、先輩。
そんな、全部衝動的な行動で、恥ずかしい。
俺はかっこ悪かったですね。すみません。見ているだけで。
いえ、新見さんがいてくれたから怖くなかったんです。私一人だったらきっと震えてるだけで何もできなかった。
She takes out the crumpled pictures from her bag.
私だけのものだったら、ああってがっかりして終わったと思います。でも新見さんと一緒に撮ったものだから許せなくて、気がついたら怒鳴ってました。私あんな声出せたんだ。
これ。
I took out my own photos and offered them to Senpai.
俺のは無事なんで。
いえ、私こっちでいいです。
でも
いいんです。見るたびに思い出せますから。私ちゃんと怖いことに立ち向かえたぞって。だからこっちがいいです。一番大事なものはちゃんと守れましたし。
Taking off her smartphone cover, she looks steadily at the photo attached to her phone. She caresses it with her finger. Okay, so it is a solid cover, back cover.
ノアちゃんの言った通りでした。アーティファクトの力を使わなくても自分は変えられる。
一瞬人格変えたのかと思いました。
新見さんとゴーストさんをイメージして真似してみました。
Sorry, just one second.
一瞬人格変えたのかと思いました。
Okay, there was a bit of a mistake here. So they were talking about her personality. I can change myself. And in the English here it says, for instance, I thought my personality had changed. But then they're talking about her again. I thought about you and Ghost and I tried to imitate how you were acting. So I was tried to hear that Japanese again.
一瞬人格変えたのかと思いました。
All he's saying here is, for a second, for an instant, I thought there was a different personality. He never said about his personality. I think he's talking about hers. Like he was, for an instant, I thought her personality had changed. That's what they're talking about here. I'm actually pretty surprised there was a mistake like this here.
俺もですか？
はい。本当はうせろって言いたかったです。
Usero is a tough word to translate. I wouldn't really say it's a fuck off. But I guess straightforward like that. I don't know.
口悪いっすね。俺。
嬉しかったです。守ってくれて。私も頑張らなきゃって思って追いかけたんですけど、一発殴ってやるってそう思ったんです。でもできなかったな。
よかったと思います。殴らなくて。
そうですね。暴力は良くないです。
With a sad smile, she touches the photo again.
私が頑張れたのは皆さんと出会えたからだと思います。皆さんと出会って仲間にしてもらえて、一緒に笑って頑張って一緒に立ち向かった、その経験が私を強くしてくれたんだと思います。イリスに比べたら河本くんなんてことなかったです。新見さんを失うかもって思ったあの時に比べたら何も怖くなかった。
Squeezing her phone, she raises her full face and looks straight at me.
変わるきっかけをくれたのは新見さんです。新見さんが私の手を取ってくれたから、私は前の私よりちょっぴり強くなりました。お姫様になりたいなってずっと思っていたけど、ただ待っているだけじゃダメなんだって気がつくことができました。ただ新見さんに守ってもらうだけじゃなくて、隣にいたいんだって。自分の足で前に進まないと隣にはいられないんだって気がつけました。さっき頑張れたのは全部新見さんのおかげです。こんなこと言われたら引いちゃうかもしれないけど、私を変えてくれた新見さんは間違いなくずっと憧れていた白馬のナイト王子様です。本当にありがとうございます。私と出会ってくれてありがとうございます。
先輩、俺。
はい。
先輩のこと好きです。大丈夫ですか？聞いたことない音出ましたけど。
すみません。変な声出ました。わかります。友達としてですよね。そっちですよね。わかります。
いえ、女の子として。
Now she makes it sound like she's on a kid's superhero show. I can't help but laugh. Senpai's eyes are blitzing her all over the place. She checks in her bag, opens a bottle of tea, closes it again. She's acting totally weird.
だって私カレーとかその他もろもろの妄想癖とかドン引きさせることしかしてなかったので、絶対にダメだと。
ダメじゃないですよ。
マジですか？
マジです。マジで言ってます。
ドッキリではなく。
そんな悪質なことしませんよ。
今ソラちゃんが飛び出してきたら逆に安心するかもしれません。
迷惑でした。
そんなこと、ただ驚きすぎて。
Yeah, I forgot. You can't shock her too much or surprise her too much, or she'll get a bit queasy.
私死ぬのでは？
死んじゃうなら撤回した方がいいですね。
She probably just isn't able to get the words out, but Senpai's got tears in her eyes, and she's shaking her head like a little kid. It's so cute, I think I'm gonna die.
撤回しないでください。
しませんよ。冗談です。
よかった。一つだけいいですか？
はい。
もう一度聞かせてください。
A bit embarrassing now, isn't it? Before I had managed to say those words without hesitation, thanks to the momentum of the conversation. But having to say it again is quite embarrassing. But if Senpai wants me to... I stand up from the bench. Senpai's expression looks a bit sad. But I'm not trying to refuse her or run away. I kneel in front of Senpai and take her hand. The combination of pose does not do well for a person's heart.
俺、ナイトとか王子様とか、そんな柄じゃないけど、先輩がそう思ってくれているなら、がっかりさせないように頑張ります。だから、これからも先輩のことを守らせてください。先輩の隣で精一杯、かっこつけさせてください。先輩、好きです。俺と付き合ってください。俺のお姫様になってください。返事聞かせてもらえますか？
すみません。理想通りすぎて感動で涙が。私もあなたが好きです。大好きです。私をあなたのお姫様にしてください。
Senpai smiles with tears pouring down her face. She had already confessed me once, but right now I could breathe a sigh of relief. The mere 10 seconds before I had heard her response had left me full of unease. How many days had I put my aunt on hold? Now I feel a sense of guilt. After making her wait so long, I need to make it up to her. The beautiful hand I'm holding. Somehow, I know what Senpai is waiting for. Now is not the time to feel shy, so I pull her hand close and gently kiss the back of her hand.
よろしく。俺のお姫様。
はい。ふつつか者ですが、よろしくお願いします。私の王子様。
And so the two of us became a couple. But after being drunk on the atmosphere, I finally sober up. I remember the things I just did, the words that spilled out of my mouth. A flood of embarrassment makes my face burn. Not wanting to break the moment, I try holding out a bit more. But I get too fidgety and can't do this anymore. This really just isn't me. The way I confess to Senpai must stay a secret no matter what, especially to my evil little sister. While feeling a bit reluctant about it, I let go of Senpai's hand and stand up, looking at my feet in embarrassment. And then... Huh? What? Oh. Oh, that came out of nowhere. For an instant, I don't know what just happened. Senpai's warmth. Senpai's sweet scent. The soft heat that touches my lips. My brain seizes up and I can't think. But I know what I should do. Unconsciously, I wrap my arms around Senpai's waist and embrace her. I feel her strongly with my lips, with my whole body. The time we're in contact with each other is not all that long, but to me, it feels like an eternity. It feels like all time had stopped, and there's just the two of us. While I want to stay like this forever, all good things must come to an end. Senpai's hot breath, her warmth lingering on my lips. Reluctant to part with her, I once again try to close the distance between us, but... Senpai's eyes pop open, then she slips from my arms and takes a couple of steps back.
すみません。勝手に盛り上がってしまって。
いえ、もっとしたかったです。
じゃあ、めっちゃ人いますね。
本当だ。
Senpai's way of speaking is a bit out of character due to all her excitement. There aren't a ton per se, but we did finally notice that there are a fair amount of people in the area. A short ways off, a group of guys are glancing over at us and grinning. They saw my confession just now. God damn it, this is embarrassing.
帰りましょうか。
Senpai hesitantly grabs my uniform and lightly pulls on it.
はい。
すでに私の脳内では言葉にできないようなことが繰り広げられておりまして、今日私帰りたくないです。
Just like when we kissed, my thoughts come to a halt. She doesn't want to go home. Doesn't want to go home. That means what it means, right?
じゃあ、帰りましょうか。俺ん家に。
Senpai's rather enthusiastic response makes me a bit embarrassed, but my anticipation for what's coming next also grows. Holding hands, we start walking back at a quicker pace than usual.
お邪魔します。
We arrive at my place. For some reason, we're just standing there in the entryway without taking our shoes off.
はい。
私、さっきお姫様とか寒いこと言っちゃいましたが。
Honestly, I hate the word cringy. Cringe, anything like that, I hate it. But it conveys what they mean perfectly, which is pretty sad. But yeah.
いや、先輩、それ寒いとか言われると俺も。
Because the word they use in Japanese is samui, which means cold or lame. Wait, yeah, I think it's lame. 1 second. This is a live one. Doing quick lookup while I'm doing this. Let's see. They used. Yeah. Yeah. Lame, dull, uninteresting. That type of summary. So that's why cringy. I don't like it, but I understand it.
すみません。私彼女ってことでいいんですよね。
もちろん、はい。
つまり新見さんは彼氏。
はい。ですね。はい。
つまりここは彼氏の家。
ですね。はい。
Her reactions also are pretty funny. She's suddenly getting really excited. I'm not going to rain on her parade by reminding Senpai that she's been here countless times before. Well, I kinda understand what she's feeling. After all, this time I'm not inviting my friend from school into my room, but my girlfriend. There's no way I wouldn't get pumped for this.
じゃあお邪魔します。
どうぞ。
Senpai takes off her shoes and enters the living room. I follow a moment later. And that was a quick whoosh there. For some reason, she raises her hand and does a victory pose. Okay. I just said I understand her sort of feelings, but Senpai is way too much of a free spirit. She's so excited about this. She's acting a bit crazy.
まさかこんな日が来るなんて。神様ありがとうございます。
先輩。
Have you come to your senses? When I peer at her face, she seems to snap back to reality. Or at least I think she does, but then her weird behavior continues.
一応お家に連絡はいたしまして。
はい。さっきスマホ触ってましたね。
そうなんです。お母さんに彼氏ができましたと報告をいたしまして。
And you're not going home, so that just tells your mother one thing.
早いですね。もうしたんですか？
Also, that is quick, yeah.
はい。それで今日はお泊まりだとも報告いたしまして。
Wow. I remember this talk earlier about her staying over and not having to worry about it because her mother would be happy about it, but would this be the same thing here?
したんすか？
はい。頑張りなさいとお母さんが。
Okay, it must run in the family then.
そうっすか。
Boy, what an open family the Kosaka household is.
それで
はい。
私うざいですか？
急にテンション落ちましたね。
いえ、新見さんがドン引きしてる感がありありと伝わってきたので。
いえいえ、大丈夫ですよ。引いてなんかないです。
そうですか。よかったです。
何か言いかけてませんでした？
はい。お願いが。
はい。
いくつか夢があって、そのうちのいくつかはもう叶ったんですが。
She is a dreamer.
もう一つ、今叶えてもいいですか？
俺ができることなら。
はい。
I'm pausing a lot here because I don't know. I have a feeling she was probably going to want to say a few things, but
一緒にお風呂入りませんか？
that is not one thing I thought of, but okay. Not something I expected, honestly, not at all.
お風呂？
はい、お風呂です。
一緒にですか？
はい、お風呂でイチャイチャするシチュエーションに憧れがあり。
イチャイチャ。それはお風呂なんで裸
ですね。
裸。
婚約の約束約束はしてないですね。でもフラグ回収的な感じでいつか入りたいなって。ダメでしょうか？
入りましょう。入りましょう。一緒に。
はい。じゃあ服を
そうですね。脱がない。シャワーだけでいいです？
いえ、できれば一緒に湯船に。
Does he even have a tub?
湯張ってきます。
すみません。
or they just still had to fill it and heat it up and all sorts of things with the tub. So it's gonna take a while. After an interminable wait, the water gets hot and the two of us enter in it. And I'll be leaving it here. Big stretch. So, it went quite from 0 to 100 quite quickly this episode. I was quite surprised. Yeah, so we started with them just calming down from the whole situation. And it was quite interesting to find out about how Kakeru was feeling about when he was using his powers. I wonder if that's going to come up again later on. That's going to be really interesting to see. Keep an eye on him, I guess you could say. And then the whole situation with the confession, which was pretty good. Went quite smoothly, I should say. And the last thing I want to mention, what I really enjoyed about this, was seeing Haruka's expressions, or how she reacted or acted throughout it. Really getting to know her as she is without hiding behind anything. Letting her free, I should say. She's always worried about creeping people off or hiding her own thoughts or delusions. But then when you unleash it, or you don't let her hold back anymore, you can really see her personality even more, which I think is pretty great. It's really energetic, and I can't even think of another word for it, but it's quite interesting to see her personality like that. So yeah, this will then 100% be the next or first H scene for Haruka's route. Even if it isn't, I probably won't, because of the amounts that I would have to do to it. Should be irritating. I did a similar one for Cafe Stella, I think, which was irritating. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. So, yeah, I do not know how long this will be, or I wonder if I'm gonna have time tomorrow. I'll have to wait and see how everything works out tomorrow. If not, then it will be on a Saturday when I'll do my next one. So I will have to wait and see. Yeah, so that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time.